Hi everyone, I have some new scenarios on the medium time frame, the low time frame and the micro, including potential trading setups. But I do have to shortly show you the high time frame scenarios I have in order to give you clarity on where we are on the lower time frame. However, if you want a more detailed explanation of the macro and the high time frame, go to my previous video by clicking on the card at the right top. So the bullish scenario on the high time frame is that the low is in over here and we are now working on a big impulsive move to 100k, which is then very likely. The question is this yellow wave 1 gonna finish somewhere over here, or is it already finished with then wave 2 finished over here as well? Now in this scenario, wave 2 is very short compared to wave 1. Very rare to have such a short wave 2, but nonetheless it is possible. So this is the bullish scenario where we then go for more upside. Either one is in or not, that's the question. And the bearish high time frame scenario is that we are in an expanded flat, like a WXY with inside X an expanding flat, currently inside the most common wave C target where we would expect resistance for then a move to the downside. So if you then go to the medium time frame counts, based on what you now know from the higher time frame scenarios that I have, there is basically two medium time frame counts I'd like to show you. The first one is the very bullish one, where this is then the end of the yellow wave 1 as shown on the high time frame. This is the end of the yellow wave 2, and we are now in a very bullish yellow wave 3. Now, as you can see over here, we have basically a little bit of a impulsive structure in the 1. So this over here is a 5 wave in the blue one, followed by a wave 2 with hitting the 0.382 target over here. And the 0.382 Fibonacci is a rare target for a wave 2, but in a very bullish environment, it is still possible. It actually just missed out on the 0.382, pulled from the low to the high of 1. So that is a little bit odd, let's say, but nonetheless, for this scenario, the invalidation is taking this low if we would move to the downside. And then what we're looking for in this very bullish scenario is that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with then 5 ending somewhere soon or already ended, with then a wave 2 to the downside and then eventually more upside, not taking this low. So basically creating a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then eventually 3 for more upside. The bearish scenario is on the medium time frame. I have basically the two high time frame scenarios are on the chart. So the wave X is over here for more downside in a much bigger wave Y to at least 15k if not lower, and also the bullish scenarios on the chart with over here wave 1, 2 and then 3 to the upside, and then a more local green 1, 2 and then eventually more upside. However, for the high it doesn't really matter because the resistance area is the same, and that's why I currently combine the two high time frame counts on the medium time frame, where this then is a 1, 2, 3, 4 and looking for the end of 5 soon. The reason I have been looking for the other medium time frame bullish count is because over here, these fibs, this is the most common target area for wave 5. So if here is wave 3, here is wave 4, you pull these fibs from the high of 3 to the low of 4, and this is the most common target area for wave 5. Another target is the 0.618, and you can see we are still around this target area, but we are starting to creep above the target area of a wave 5. So that is why I've been looking for other scenarios as well where more upside is expected. So that's why the bullish scenario came into play. In this scenario, however, we are looking for an ending of this move soon, this wave 5. I do have a low time frame scenario with a diagonal, by the way, which I will show you in a second. And then eventually the resistance area up here is very important, and then eventually we can ladder in some short positions to trade it to the downside for either a very big swing trade in a wave Y, because this is then the high of X and we go all the way down to maybe even 12, 10k, or this is then only wave 1 for then a wave 2 and then a bigger 3 to the upside. Or not to forget, if the yellow wave 1 is over here, then this is going to be all the previous counts is going to be then the yellow wave 1. Wave 2 is probably going to go deeper below this low, very likely. So the 2 will then go somewhere over here. And then from there, we go to the upside. But the target area for a potential short and also the target area for the ending of this final leg up is still around this area that you see over here. which is, I would like this area to be hit between 28 and 32K, but we are now at such an important area on the chart for the bullish and the bearish scenario, and there's a lot of resistance here as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting how price is going to react around this area in the upcoming days. So that being said, let's go to the low time frame bullish scenario, where in this bullish scenario, we are then looking for this 1, 2, and a lot more upside to come, where currently then in more detail, we are in another 1, 2 in blue. So the 1, 2 in green, higher time frame, and then 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. And then eventually in blue, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is wave 1 in blue, expecting a wave 2 in blue, but not hitting this invalidation, not going below this level, because then the invalidation is hit and this scenario is invalidated. And then even more local, we have the wide count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what feels the best looking at the wave 3 here as well, and the length of wave 4 compared to wave 2. This is the low time frame count that currently fits the best. However, I will show you the micro counts in a second. The bearish scenario, once more, is that the ending of wave 5 is coming soon, laddering in the shorts for then a trade to the downside. Once again, over here, the target area for wave 5. However, if we take the target area of this wave 3 to this wave 4, which is very interesting, you can see that the 1.618, the max target for wave 5, has been hit twice, but no candles on the 1 hour have closed above. So the ending of wave 5 could be in, and we could potentially have more downside to come. However, we do constantly build bullish divergences. This is the 15-minute time frame. We have higher lows on the price, but lower lows on the CVD, on these lines over here. And if we keep continuing with bullish divergences all the time, it's of course more likely price is going to go up. And then if we go to the more lower time frames, then what we're looking at over here, I have a potential ending diagonal scenario in the 5th wave over here. So we still have the same resistance area, the high time frame range, value area low right there, but then a potential ending diagonal where this is either over here, a 3 wave in the first part, because an ending diagonal is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of move. So either then the end of one is here, either a 5 wave or a 3 wave, doesn't really matter too much. So then we have a wave 1 over here, a 2, and then eventually a wave 3. Now the invalidation for this wave 3 would be basically taking the 1-to-1, which is the dark line over here, sitting at 28.8K. So the moment price would now push up to this level, this scenario might be invalidated. We did for now hit the common area for a wave 3. So if this is wave 1, we have wave 2 and then wave 3. The most common area in an ending diagonal is between the 0.786 and the 0.886. And as you can see, price wicked inside this area but found resistance. Then we are looking for a wave 4. So then let me actually put this on the chart as well. Makes it a bit easier for you guys as well. So then we are looking for a wave 4 to the downside. The targets for a wave 4 in an ending diagonal most commonly are the 0.382 and the 0.5. And you can see that the 0.382 has been hit. However, looking at if this is the 4th wave in a 1, 2, 3, and then this being 4, you can see it's very, very, very short compared to this wave 4. So I would like a bigger wave 4, either maybe a flat or a zigzag would be nice as well, to eventually end this wave 4. So a little bit making sure it takes a little bit more time before then moving to the upside for wave 5. Hitting the high time frame range value area low would be very nice. And then of course the trading setup is to enter shorts around this area once again, have a good stop loss and move to the downside. Now most of these scenarios I show now are short related, but shorting in such a bullish environment, guys, is very, very risky. Longs are currently, as far as it stands, preferred because of the bullish behavior of the price of the markets. If you want to short or long by any means, have a good strategy, good entry requirements, know what you're doing, and trade safe. And in the very low time frame bearish scenario, let me actually put this in here. The very low time frame bearish scenario is that wave 5 is already finished. So then we have on the low time frame wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 hit the beautiful target of the 1.618, pulled from the high of 3 to the low of 4, and we are currently correcting. Now this is then a 3 wave in wave A. We can then expect a 3 wave in a potential wave B. The reason I'm looking for an expanded flat is because we already took the high of wave 5. We already hit the minimum target for a wave B expanded flat. However, this is not looking like a 3-wave structure, but a this is just a single structure basically. Even in the 15 looks like an impulse. So in wave B you want a 3-wave structure, so it has to come down before then coming up. Most common target for wave B and an expanding flat is the 1.236 and the 1.38 over here, which basically also includes the high time frame range value area low. Very nice confluence, and then eventually go down for wave C, and then one can short this once again. But still guys, shorting in a bullish market, please be safe. Finally, I want to also talk about the news, because we do have news this week. These times that you see over here are based on Central East European times, Amsterdam times, and I only look at the red flags. Now, I don't care what it is. I don't even know what it is, all of this like stuff. I'm not a fundamental trader, but technical. But I do know that these red flags create volatility. So put these times on your chart. I'm at CryptoCraft. I don't get anything for showing this website, but this is just the one that I use personally. And you can see that tomorrow it can be a bit of a volatile day, as well as on Wednesday we have some potential volatility. Let me refresh the page to be sure. Yeah, some volatility on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central East European time, volatility as well. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful or valuable to you. I'd like to thank you for watching and subscribing as well, and I will see you at my next video. Bye bye.